Namaste and welcome to India's largest quiz on sports and fitness. I am Naman Jain, your host for today's episode of Fit India Quiz 2023, brought to you by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Let's take a look at the state where we are stopping by for this episode.
Nestled in the northeastern corner of India lies a hidden gem, Mizoram. Here, amidst mystical landscapes and friendly people, lies a rich experience of culture and tradition. From the onset of spring, with Chapchar Kut, the bountiful harvest season, celebrated through Mimkut, every festival offers a glimpse into Mizoram's vibrant soul. But it's not just about festivities. Sports hold significant importance in Mizoram. This state actively promotes fitness and physical well-being, fostering a strong footballing culture that has produced national-level players. And amidst it all, traditional sports like Inbun and Insuknar are cherished, reminding us of the deep-rooted values Mizoram holds dear. Now, let's witness the champions from Mizoram who are battling here in this episode of Fit India Quiz.
The stage is set for a mouth-watering Mizoram final. We have 4 wonderful teams in the fray, but only one of them will become the state champion and move to the nationals. Let's meet these teams. On team number 1, we have Ebenezer and HK Lalbia Klunga from KV Aizawl. Team number 2, we have Julie and Vandlal Tlui from St. Francis of Assisi. Team number 3, we have Pushpangshu and Mrinali from KV Mizoram University. And team number 4, Gospel and Fela from GZHSS Aizawl. Welcome teams, all the best for this final. May the best team reach the nationals. Let's get started with this quiz. Here are the rules of round number 1. Get, set, go.
It's time for the first round of the quiz. Get, set, go. In this round, each team, starting with Team 1, will have an opportunity to select a topic of their choice. Remember, once a team has chosen a topic, it becomes unavailable to the other teams. After selecting your topic, a question will be displayed on the screen without any options. You can answer directly and earn 20 points. However, if you are uncertain about the answer, there is no need to worry. You can opt to view the options. Once the options are revealed, you will have 3 opportunities to choose the correct answer. If you guess it correctly on the first try, you will score an impressive 15 points. On the second attempt, you will earn 10 points, and on the final try, you will receive 5 points. You will have 25 seconds to answer a question, whether or not you choose to view the options. There are no negative marks in this round, and questions will not be passed to the other teams. This gives everyone a fair chance to excel. Let's get started, and all the best.
First round of the quiz, very important one. I know we have a lot of points in the last 2 rounds, but this round is as critical as the other 3. It's just like any of the sports. First half in football match, first innings in cricket, the first game of badminton or tennis. You need to build a lead here and continue this momentum in the rest of the rounds. We have a grid of 6 topics. There's local, water sports, Olympics, sports books, mascots, and surprise. Kick off this quiz, KV Aizawl. What's your pick?
Sir, Olympics.
You're choosing Olympics. This is your question. Thomas Bach, the current president of the International Olympic Committee, is the first ever Olympic champion to be elected in that position and was a champion in which sport? Do you want the options, team? I'm looking for the name of a sport. Thomas Bach. Do you want the options? Time's running away, team. Only 10 seconds left.
Fencing.
Fencing, you say? Without going for the options, at a brilliant 20 points to start off this quiz. Thomas Bach was indeed an Olympic gold medalist in fencing. You did not go for the options and you will get 20 points. What a way to start this Mizoram final. Brilliant answer, team number 1, KV Aizawl. Fencing is indeed correct. Well, that's the best start you could get to a final. Let's see what the other 3 teams manage. Back to the grid once again. Olympics is done, but we have 5 topics left. St. Francis of Assisi, what's your pick?
We will choose a local.
You're choosing local. Let's have a Mizoram question for you. Which sportsperson from Mizoram became the world boxing champion in 2006? As straightforward as that. Do you want options, team? 2006 world champion, world boxing champion.
MT Labiakima.
That's the incorrect answer. Why would you not go for the options, team? Here are the options. You should have gone for the options. Lalrem Siami, Jeremy, Zoram Thanga, and Jenny L. Lalrem Siami is a hockey player. Jeremy is a weightlifter. The correct answer I was looking for is Jenny L. She is a Mizo boxer who went on to become the world boxing champion in 2006 along with other Indian boxers as well. So you lose points in this first round, and this is a warning sign for the other teams. Go for the options. There are options available to you. You have 3 chances. So no points in the first round for St. Francis of Assisi. And we'll go back to the grid. We're done with Olympics and local, but 4 are still left. This time it's KV Mizoram. KV Mizoram University, what's your pick?
Sir, we would go for water sports.
Choosing water sports, let's take a look at a question. What is the name of the technique used by water polo players to raise their upper bodies above the water surface to extend the reach which originated due to the large circles made by their legs in water? Big question, but I just need the name of this technique. Do you want options,
We
team?
would like to go for
Here are your
options.
options.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Blue ball, bunny, egg beater, dry pass.
Sir, blue ball.
Not blue ball. Next for plus 10.
Sir, bunny.
Not bunny as well. Last for plus 5.
Sir, dry pass.
Not dry pass. You gone. You went for all 3 options, but they were incorrect. The correct answer is egg beater technique. These water polo players as well as artistic swimmers, they use this egg beater technique to stay afloat. Because water polo is played above the surface of the water, but they need to have their legs rotating continuously so that they don't go inside the water. Egg beater is the correct answer. No points to you again, but 3 rounds left. Don't be dejected. Lot of points to grab there. Okay, last question of this round. This is to GZHSS. Team, water sports is done, local is done, Olympics is done. On the bottom line, all 3 topics are left. What's your pick?
Surprise, sir.
You want to be surprised in the first round of the final itself? Let's have it. Born in Puducherry, which country did the hockey player Joseph Goubert represent in the 1936 Olympics? Need the name of a country. Do you want the options? 20 seconds remain.
We would like to see the options, sir. Options.
Here are your options. Yes, France, Germany, USA, India. First pick for 15 points. A big hint in the question. Go for the answer, team. Time's running away.
India.
Not India. Timer has
India.
ended, team. It's not India. Not as straightforward as that. Other teams just take it for no points.
USA.
Not USA, not India. There is a clue. Born in Puducherry. Puducherry was a former French colony.
France.
Yes, France is the correct answer. No points to GZHSS. 3 teams ending on 0. This was France. Puducherry, France, of course, has to be that. So at the end of round number 1, this is the score tally. KV Aizawl on 20, St. Francis of Assisi, KV Mizoram University, and GZHSS all tied on 0. They are yet to open their account, but as I said earlier, 3 more rounds remain. Let's move on to the second round. Here are the rules.
Welcome to the second lap. In this round, teams will pick their topics in reverse order, starting with the last team. Each question in this round will feature 6 images, out of which only 4 are correct. For every correct selection, your team will earn 5 points. However, be cautious. If you choose an incorrect option, your score for that question will reset to 0, and your turn will end there. If a team manages to select all 4 correct images, they will receive a bonus of 5 points. So when in doubt, it might be wiser to stop and secure the points you have. There is no passing of questions in this round. Each question comes with a maximum time limit of 45 seconds, so you need to be both quick and accurate. Good luck.
Round number 2, the second lap, the trickiest of the lot amongst episodes of Fit India Quiz 2023. Teams can either end up on 25 or straight away 0. This is like the Paninka penalty in football. Goalkeepers get confused, and similarly, in this round, the questions are bound to confuse participants. Choose wisely. I'm not trying to scare you off. If you're confident, go for the answers. Here is the list of topics again. We move in the reverse order in this round. We have surprise, cricket, sports league, sports rules, yoga, and Q sports. GZHSS. Now is a good time to accumulate some points. What's your pick?
We would like to go with cricket, sir.
You're choosing cricket.
Cricket.
Has been a favorite across episodes. Let's have the question. List the players who have taken a 7-wicket haul in an ODI match, one-day internationals. Get started with your first pick. 7-wicket haul. Only 25 seconds remain, team. I can sense a lot of discussion, but you need to come up with at least one answer. You need to give me the answers one by one. What's your first pick?
Mohammad Shami.
Mohammad Shami, +5. Next pick. And
Chaminda Vas.
Chaminda Vas on the last second will get you 10 points. Team, you were very, very slow. Had the timer not ended, what would have been your third guess? For no points, just give me a guess. After Mohammad Shami and Chaminda Vas, what would have been your third guess?
Rashid Khan.
Rashid Khan and
Glenn McGrath.
Glenn McGrath. All of these were correct. Had you been fast, you had only 45 seconds. If you are fast enough, you could have got 25 points. But it's fine, you're off the mark. You have got 10 points in this round. So the correct answers, as said by you afterwards, Rashid Khan, Glenn McGrath, Mohammad Shami and Chaminda Vas. 10 points to GZHSS. Now we move to KV Mizoram University. Cricket is done, but we still have a lot of variety on offer. 5 topics left. What's your pick?
Sir, we would go for yoga.
Choosing yoga, let's have your question. List the yogasanas named after quadrupeds. Quad is 4, remember that. Asanas named after quadrupeds. This is for KV Mizoram University. 30 seconds left on the clock. You can get started with your answers. First pick for +5. Seconds on the clock remain. They haven't gone for a single guess yet. Team, remember, only 45 seconds on the clock.
Sir, Uttarashana.
Ustrasana, +5.
Option Vitrash, that one. Option 2.
And timer has ended. I told you only 45 seconds. You cannot take so much time. You should have been a little bit quick, team. 45
Sir,
seconds is
actually,
long
I was
enough to
having-
give 4 answers.
Sir, I was having problem in pronouncing that name. But I
You
told
should have
that
given me
option-
anything. I could have understood. I could have understood had you given me within the time slot. So you get 5 points nonetheless for saying Ustarasana. The correct answer is Ustarasana, Swanasana, Vaigrasana and Vatayanasana. 5 points to team KV Mizoram University for giving one correct answer. They wanted to give more, but they were really, really late.
Hey there! Are you guessing the answers correctly but missing out on the rewards? Here is your 12th man chance. All you need to do is open the Fit India official Instagram page and check for the first clue in the stories. Then wait for the second clue, which will be shown on your screen in the next few seconds along with a question. Your job is to call on this number and give the answer within 5 minutes and stand a chance to win exciting prizes. Here is your second clue.
Question number 3 of the second round. We are down with yoga and cricket. 4 more topics left. This time it's St. Francis of Assisi will choose. What's your topic?
So we will go for sports league.
Sports leagues. Okay, this is your question. List the football clubs that have won the I-League. I-League is a football tournament in India. I'm looking for the clubs that have won the I-League. 4 out of these 6 are correct.
So we will go for Bengaluru FC.
Bengaluru FC plus 5.
East Bengal.
East Bengal plus 10. Do you want to continue or are you
Chennai
quitting?
FC.
Chennai FC. I asked you, do you want to quit or do you want to continue? You did not quit, but Chennai FC brings you back to 0. Had you quit, you could have got those 10 points, team. The correct answers are Dempo, Bengaluru FC, Mohun Bagan and East Bengal. Kerala Blasters and Chennai FC have never won the I-League. You're going too fast. I asked you a question, do you want to stop or not? You should have stopped, team. You would have got those 10 points. Your score is 0 and you haven't opened the account in the first 2 rounds of this Mizoram state final. Last question of this round. This time it's for KV Aizawl, who started with a 20-pointer. 3 topics left for you. What are you choosing?
Sports rule. Sports rules.
You're choosing sports rules. This is your question. List the positions in water polo. The sport in question is water polo. Give me 4 position names that are used in this sport.
Goalkeeper.
Plus 5. Think logically, team. "22 seconds remain on the clock. They have given me goalkeeper for plus 5. 4 answers are correct out of these 6. Are you quitting or do you want something else? Do you want those extra points?
Left wing.
Left wing plus 10. Time is running out. Do you want to stop?
You stop.
And the time is over. 2 answers, well done, 10 points. Had you got more time, what would have been your next correct answer?
Sweeper.
Sweeper is good, you did not go for sweeper. Sweeper and scrum half are the incorrect answers for this question. So you saved 10 points because thank the timer please, because there were only 45 seconds on the clock. You took those 45 seconds, gave me 2 answers and both of them were correct. Sweeper is incorrect. Correct answers for this: positions in water polo, right driver, left wing, center forward and goalkeeper. As I said before, sweeper and scrum half are incorrect. Well, this brings us to an end of round number 2, the second lap. Here is the scorecard. KV Aizawl leading at 30, followed by GZHSS on 10, KV Mizoram University on 5, and St. Francis of Assisi yet to open their account. But still, it's only 2 rounds, halfway mark of the quiz. Not in terms of points, because a lot of points are left in the round number 3 and round number 4. Time to move on to the third round, the most exciting round of this final. We call this do or die. If you do, you win the quiz. If you don't, you actually lose out. Here are the rules.
In Do or Die, we introduce puzzle questions. When you puzzle, you have 2 choices. Play it safe to earn 10 points, or risk losing 10 points. Or take a risk to double the points, potentially earning 20 points or risking a loss of 20 points. If the first team to puzzle answers incorrectly, the question will be passed on to the next team on the buzzer. Before providing your answer, ensure you declare whether you are playing for the default points or opting for double points. This round can significantly impact your score, so be quick, smart, and confident.
In Do or Die, we have 20 points on offer on the double and 10 on the default. Teams can go punch after punch, punch after punch, go for that knockout teams. Here you can make the nationals. 100 points, you get those, you get a century, and no one's gonna leapfrog you in the last round. We have 5 questions. The first of it coming up on your screens now. Which contemporary athletic event has its origins in the Scottish Highland Games, where participants used rounded cube stones or metal weights? I'm talking about an athletics event. a track and field event, to be specific, a field event. See what's happening: rounded cubes, stones, or metal weights. Think about track and field events. What comes to your mind? Which event comes to your mind? Rounded cubes, stones, metal weights. Round is the operative part of this question. GZHSS has gone for it. Team, double or default?
Default,
And your
sir.
answer?
Short put.
Short put. Why do you say short put?
Because it says rounded cubes, stones, or
That's
metal
what I
weights.
said, rounded. That's the operative part. Short put gets you 10 points. Had you gone for the double, you could have got 20 points in this question. Well done. What a great start to this round. That's what I told you. Hints are going to be very, very important in this round. You focus on those operative words. You focus on the image. They'll serve as big hints. You latched onto it and you get 10 points in the first question. But teams, remember, if you want a decisive win, go for the double. Double is going to fetch you 20 points. 10 points to GZHSS as we move on to the second question on your screens now. Joshua Keys was the most valuable player of the Season 8 of Mizoram Super League, a professional league of which sport? I need the name of a sport. Take a good look at his attire. Joshua Keys. His height is a great clue. St. Francis. St. Francis, double or default?
The Bulls.
Double. And your answer? Which sport is this?
Basketball.
Basketball. Are you sure about basketball? What led you to the answer? Why basketball?
Because he's familiar. He's kind of familiar to us.
He is familiar to you. Mizoram Super League, local question. They say he's familiar to them, and they are absolutely correct. 20 points. They went for the double and they'll reap the rewards. Well deserved 20 points, St. Francis of Assisi. This race is heating up. 2 questions in the third round when we have already seen 2 positive answers. Joshua Keys indeed was the MVP of the Season 8 of Mizoram Super League, a basketball tournament. Well done, team. Let's move on to the third question of do or die. What term associated with achieving 3 of a kind in succession was given to the trio mascots of the 2022 UEFA Women's Euro? This is a football tournament. 3 in a succession in football. What do you call it? We have a term to refer to this. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. These are your favorite players. They have done it a lot of times in international football, in club football. 3 in a row in football. What can it be? No one on the buzzer yet. What term do you use for this? 3 in a row in football of a certain kind. No one going on the buzzer. We have to close this question. Any of the teams for no points? Take a guess.
Sir, hat trick.
Hat trick, yes. Why would you not go for hat trick? 3 goals in one match is called as hat trick, and that is the name given to these 3 mascots at the 2022 UEFA Women's Euro. The answers are not going to be tough. Look at the hints very carefully, teams. The first unanswered question of this round as we move on to the penultimate question of do or die. Teams, hands on the buzzer. Here it comes. The first set of rules associated with which sport was known as the Broughton Rules and then got replaced by the London Prize Ring Rules in 1838. Look at the name, Prize Ring Rules. Which combat sport is this? I'm looking for the name of a combat sport. GZHSS has gone for it. Team, double or default? Double or default, team?
Double.
And your answer? What's your answer?
Hockey.
Not hockey. You will get a minus 20 for
Hockey.
saying hockey. Not hockey. You went for a double after a default on the first question, and hockey gives you a minus 20. No one else on the buzzer. Does anyone want to try for no points? There's a big hint. London Prize Ring Rules. Which combat sport can it be? I mentioned about the combat sport, teams. Which combat
Sir,
sport
rugby.
can it be? Not rugby as well. This is an individual sport.
Boxing.
Ring. Yes, boxing. KV Aizwal for no points said boxing. Prize ring rules. Prize ring. Ring and boxing, it cannot be anything else. So negative 20 to GZHSS and no other points to anyone. As we move on to the last question of the third round, this is it. Hands on the buzzer. Practicing yoga with whom is called as doga. With whom do you practice doga with? Look at the term. It's an easy answer, teams. Don't overcomplicate your guesses. No one on the buzzers yet. The answer is in the question itself. Doga. No buzzes. Teams are playing it really safe in this Mizoram final. And with that, I have to close the question. Again, for no points, teams, what can it be? I know you're trying to play safe, but Doga, what can it be? Yes, it is dogs. Practicing yoga with dogs. There is a thing called Doga. All of them are laughing and smiling. If you have a dog at your home, please practice yoga with him. That's called as Doga. So no answers once again. There was a good start to this round, but with a few smiles, I think they should continue this in the last round. That will help them relax their nerves. So at the end of round number 2, this is what the scorecard looks like. KV Aizawl still leading on 30, St. Francis of Assisi on 20, KV Mizoram University on 5, and GZHSS that started well 10 points but then took a minus 20, and they are where they started the quiz on 0. 4 more questions remain in the last round. Here are the rules of the final lap.
In the final round, you will face questions on the buzzer. Each question will present you with a statement, and your task is to buzz in and indicate whether the statement is true or false. If you answer correctly, you'll score 10 points, but a wrong answer will cost you 10 points. Additionally, you have the option to answer a follow-up question. This allows you to gain an extra 5 points or risk losing 5 points, depending on your response. However, be aware that the follow-up question can be quite challenging, so think carefully before answering. If you choose to skip the follow-up question, the next team on the buzzer will have the chance to attempt it. Good luck, and may the smartest team win.
The final lap, still anyone's game. We have a team on 30, one on 20, one on 5, and one yet to open its account. But anything can happen in this last round. 60 points in total. The team at 0 can reach 60. So we don't know who the winner is. This might go down to the last question. Lot of thrills, a lot of suspense awaits. Let's have a look at the first question. Here it comes. All modern Summer Olympics so far have taken place in the leap years. Is this true or is this false? Teams, press the buzzer if you know the answer. No one on the buzzer yet. See, there's a national sport at stake. All KV Aizawl has gone for it. KV Aizawl, is it true or false?
It's false. False.
Give me an answer, KV Aizawl.
False.
Is it true or false?
It is false. False.
It is false. You get a plus 10 for saying that. The follow-up question, which was the only Summer Olympics to have not taken place in a leap year in 21st century. Do you want this follow-up question, KV Aizawl?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, you are opting out of this follow-up question. No other teams on the buzzer. I'll have to close this. Take a guess, teams. Which was the only Olympics in the 21st century which was not held in a leap year because of something that happened on a major scale throughout the world? Which Olympics edition is this? Not held in a leap year. Well, teams are not even going for the guess. The only Olympics in the 21st century not to be held in a leap year is the Tokyo Olympics. COVID-19 had happened. Teams, did all of you go through COVID-19? That phase where you had to sit at home, not attend school? Well, all of them are nodding their heads. There was an Olympics during that time in 2020 Tokyo. It got postponed to 2021, and that was not a leap year. So that's the answer to the follow-up question. It is false. That gets KV Aizawl a 10-pointer, but no one went for the follow-up question. The answer to that was Tokyo. 3 more questions left. KV Aizawl is building on its lead. Other teams, this is the question where you have to try to catch them. Question number 2 coming up on your screens now. Hands on the buzzer. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise was first quoted by the yoga guru BKS Iyengar. Is this true or false? No teams on the buzzer yet. It's 50-50 probability teams. You need to take your chance. You can go to the nationals if you win. KV Mizoram University, true or false?
Sir, it's a false.
Need an answer, team?
Sir, false.
False. False is correct. 10 points to you. Follow-up question. Who first quoted this? Do you want this follow-up question?
No, sir.
You're opting out. Wise decision, I think. Follow-up questions have been tricky for participants. St. Francis of Assisi is next on the buzzer. Team, do you want the follow-up question? St. Francis of Assisi, do you want the follow-up question? You are also opting out. And with this, we'll have to close the question. A nice 10-pointer for team KV Mizoram University, who said this is false. The correct answer to this is Benjamin Franklin and not BKS Iyengar. So no teams went for the buzzer for the follow-up question, but KV Mizoram University gets a well-deserved 10 points for saying it as false. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. We all have heard it. But KV Aizawl in this quiz has been early to answer, and that's why they are in the pole position before 2 questions. Penultimate question of this Mizoram final coming up on your screens now. Freestyle and Greco-Roman are 2 variations of wrestling. True or false? GZHSS has gone for it. Is this true or false, team?
True, sir.
You are saying true, that gets you 10 points. The follow-up question, who was the first person to bring an individual Olympic medal to independent India? This is a wrestler. Do you want to go for that follow-up question?
It was Kate. Yes, sir.
And your answer?
It was KD Jadhav.
KD Jadhav, Kasaba Dada Saheb Jadhav. What a brilliant answer, team. 15 points. Finally, someone has gone on that follow-up question. Well done, GZHSS. You get those 15 points. But I think it's too little, too late. You have been very late in making that comeback, that negative 20 in the 3rd round. What were you thinking by answering hockey? The next time you see hockey, you'll always remember this quiz. You would have been in great contention now. This 15-pointer would have helped you, but a minus 20 in that 3rd round has really, really hurt you. And I think with this question, 1 question is left, but it's already decided that KV Aizawl has won this Mizoram final. But 1 last question to go. Here it comes. Teams, hands on the buzzer for 1 last time. Polo was first played in the state of Manipur in India. Question from the northeast. True or false? GZHSS once again. True or false, team?
True, sir.
True. Plus 10. And follow-up question. What was the original name of polo in Manipur? Do you want the follow-up question, team? Sagol Kangje is what you say,
Yes, sir.
without any hesitation. Another 5 points takes your tally to 30. That is what I call finishing on not just a high, but a superlative performance towards the end. But you'll end up falling short only by 10 points. High quality answers, team, but now you'll regret that minus 20. Oh, you could have won this Mizoram state final and represented your state in the nationals. But careful play by KV Aizawl means that they will go to the nationals. One last look at the score tally. KV Aizawl winning with 40. GZHSS a late charge of 30, but not enough for them. St. Francis of Assisi on 20 and KV Mizoram University on 15. That brings us to an end of this riveting Mizoram final. It has been my pleasure to host this quiz. Until next time, I am Naman Jain, your host, signing off. Stay fit, stay healthy. Jai Hind.